Hello, this is Chris Arbitine with Belleair Coins, Gold and Diamond, and the Silver Queen Incorporated in Tampa Bay, Florida. Today we're here to talk about how you can get the most for your precious metals and valuables when you're trying to sell them on the market. It can be a brutal market out there when you're doing it, and there's a lot of questions with that process. And Marianne is here because she has quite a few questions.
Yes, I do. Where is the best place to sell my gold and silver?
Well, the best place to sell your gold and silver is coin stores, and let me tell you why. Prior to 1975, it wasn't even legal for Americans to own gold, so there was nowhere set up to buy and sell your precious metals. Pawn shops were one place you could go, but everybody knows at that time you were getting 10 to 15 cents on the dollar. And in 1979, gold shot up to $850 an ounce, which was called the first gold rush in America. And there was nowhere people had to sell their merchandise. They were clamoring to sell it. They went to the banks and they tried to sell the banks, and there was nowhere you could do it. Then the mom and pop coin shops, like my dad started in 1973, started buying and selling, and they filled that vacuum and actually created a niche. And coin stores actually became the place where you could buy and sell your valuables at a fair price.
I have a bunch of jewelry at home in a box. What should I do with it?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of people are very embarrassed because they have a lot of jewelry in their jewelry box. They don't know what it is, and they feel like, oh, I don't want to bring it in there and waste their time. But you never know. You could just take that one piece to make up for everything. A lot of people come in and they say, I think this is worth $10,000. And I look at them and I say, it's worth $1. But then I pull something out of their jewelry box that they didn't even know they had, and it ends up being worth $10,000. So I would say basically pack up your jewelry box, don't sort it out, bring it in, and we'll take a look at it and make you a fair offer.
Will it cost me anything to get it evaluated?
Never. At our store and at most coin stores, there's no obligation to sell, and there's no charge for our opinion. So what we do is when we take a look at your merchandise, we do it right in front of you, right while you wait. We sort through it, we make you an offer.
Okay. What if I choose to sell it on the internet?
Well, that's a loaded question because there's a lot of places you can sell on the internet. There's the mail-in gold places that they want you to fill out a form online. And there's also the internet auction companies that say that they can sell for you. However, remember, there's no guarantees with an auction. One person could get a good price for their gold one day, and the next day you could be selling it for less than the gold value. Also, the mail-in gold places, it's never a good idea to send your merchandise away when you're not in control of it. The best bet is to bring it into somebody local that can do it right while you wait, right in front of you.
Now, what would be considered a fair price?
All right, well, a fair price for your scrap gold works out to be about 15% less than we get when we send it to refineries. Now, that's a little bit of a process. A lot of people ask that question. They call around and they call one store and they can say, hey, what are you paying for gold? And let's just say they'll say $30 a pennyweight. And then the next store says 31 or 32. In order to get a fair price and find out what a fair price is, I would recommend that you hit at least 2 shops and basically check out how reputable they are. And again, when you walk in, see if they're are they sorting the gold out? Are they saying 10 karat pile, 14 karat pile, 18 karat pile? Or are they just throwing it all together and throwing it on the scale and trying to offer you a price? It does take some time to go through there. So they should be testing the merchandise. They should be examining it. There's even an acid test that we use. And all of these things come together. And what we do is when you're done, you will never hear us ask, what do you want for it? That's like if anybody ever says to you, well, what do you want for your gold? Leave immediately, because they should be able to tell you what it's worth. When you come here, we sort out the 10 karat, we sort out the 14 karat, the 18 karat, we tell you what we're offering you. And then if you take it, great. If not, there's no hard feelings.
Now, what's considered scrap jewelry?
Scrap, that's probably a word everybody's seen way too much of. I want your scrap gold, send it to me now. Scrap is simply a term for gold jewelry or silver jewelry that's just going to be melted down. And a lot of people come in and they sell their scrap jewelry, but be careful, because you need to come to somebody that's not just a scrap gold buyer. Go to someone that can buy and sell jewelry, that can buy and sell diamonds, and that will also buy your scrap gold. Because a scrap gold buyer, he's going to try to throw everything on the scale, make you an offer, and then hopefully you're going to sell it. And he's not going to tell you about the antique value or the small gemstone value or any additional value you may receive. So although a lot of jewelry does end up being scrap, scrap is not always what it is.
What's the difference between 10 karat, 14 karat, and 18 karat gold?
That's a question we get a lot. most people that come into our store believe that 14 karat gold is pure gold. They say, how much is gold selling for? And let's just say it's $1,000 an ounce for pure gold. Well, they think that their 14 karat chain is pure gold. Well, actually, pure gold is 24 karat. So when you have 14 karat gold, it's actually 58% pure. If you have 10 karat, it's 41%. And if you have 18 karat, it's 75%.
Interesting. Now, scrap metal is one thing, but what about the diamonds and gemstones?
Well, a lot of the small diamond gemstone jewelry doesn't have any value above and beyond the metal content and the stone value. Generally, when people are buying and selling jewelry, there's three categories. There's the metal value, which is 1/3. There is the stone value, which is 1/3. And then there's the jewelry value, which is 1/3. In today's market, just nicks off that last third. Nobody is coming in here to sell jewelry for anything more than scrap and diamond value, unless, of course, it's antique or bigger diamonds. However, that doesn't mean your small diamonds aren't worth something. Anybody that's looking at your merchandise should add a little bit for the small diamonds, and if there are colored stones, they should add a little bit for that too.
Where do I sell better jewelry and diamonds?
Better jewelry and diamonds? Well, again, as I was stating earlier, coin stores became the place to sell your scrap precious metals. However, most coin stores could not survive just being a coin store. You couldn't, the mom and pop guys, the collectors just weren't there, so you had to expand your business. And just like my mom and dad did, they expanded into this huge jewelry store. My parents will tell you when they first started, they had $5,000 in inventory. Now they have $5 million. And that's because you had to go from just being a coin store to a jewelry store. So again, your coin stores that kind of morphed into jewelry stores will be one of the best places to sell. Well, we answered a lot of questions today, but of course we probably didn't answer all of the questions. So if you're sitting there and you have any more questions, please feel free to contact us anytime. You can visit our website at belleaircoins.com. You can also phone us at 727-585-4502. And also, we've joined the new revolution. We all have smartphones now. So please feel free to text us at any time. My cell phone number is 727-458-2148. Again, Chris Arbertine, 727-458-2148. And please remember, you can always also text a picture. A picture speaks 1,000 words sometimes. And if you send me a picture of something, include the weights, I can usually tell you what it's worth. We answered a lot of questions today. We hope you learned a lot.